If you want a phone that costs almost as much as the Galaxy S25 Ultra but you don't want any of the cool features that you would get with the S25 Ultra like the S Pen, the telephoto lens, the anti-glare screen or even the big 5000 mAh battery, but you are just happy to get the specs and hardware of the base S25 or the S25 Plus, then you are in luck because Samsung has just come out with their thinnest smartphone, the Galaxy S25 Edge, which is just 5.8mm thick, and when you put it up against the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the phones are not comparable in most areas, but its specs match mostly to that of the base S25s. And speaking of the specs, the phone gets the same Snapdragon 8 Elite processor with 12GB of RAM, just like its siblings in the S25 series. Then we can see a dual camera setup which consists of the same 200MP main sensor as seen on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, along with a 12MP ultra-wide camera. And there is no telephoto cameras available on this phone as there is no enough space to accommodate such a big lens into the slim phone. And there is only enough room to fit a 3900 mAh battery, which feels like a massive drawback of the phone because the phone has a really powerful chip, a bright 6.7-inch screen and a whole lot of AI features, all of which can consume the battery pretty quickly and contribute to the phone having worse battery life. And to put this into perspective, the Galaxy S25 Plus, which has got the same processor and the same set of AI features, gets a 4900 mAh battery and it is capable of lasting up to 14 hours and 26 minutes. So the Galaxy S25 Edge may not be able to last as much as the Galaxy S25 Plus, but it might be able to get close to the time of the base Galaxy S25. Even though the phone has some flaws, we still have to appreciate Samsung's effort at making this phone because they have managed to create a phone that is just 5.8mm thick and at the same time is just as powerful as the Galaxy S25 Ultra or any other flagship phone. And to put this into perspective, the Galaxy S25 Ultra itself is 8.2mm thick and the iPhone 7, which was pretty thin when it was launched, was 7.1mm thick. And this phone also feels very light in the hand, and even though it lacks some features, it is still a huge engineering achievement. And Samsung is trying new stuff here, and just like on the first generation foldable devices, this phone also has some flaws, and let's just hope that Samsung will fix all these issues in the next thin phone and maybe fit a silicon carbon battery in that one, just like on the Oppo Find N5, which is a really thin foldable phone, and maybe even reconsider the pricing of the phone to make it a more attractive choice to the customers. Anyway, if rumors are true and if Apple brings out the iPhone 17 Air, then we might get to see some competition among the slim phones. So to sum it all up, if you are in the market for a new phone and if you are someone who prioritizes how thin and light the phone is to handle over all other aspects, then the Galaxy S25 Edge is the phone for you. But if you care about the specs and hardware of the phone that you are buying, then you could go for the Galaxy S25 Plus, which is cheaper than this phone and has more features, or you can get the Galaxy S24 Ultra, which is cheaper and better than the current S25 Ultra. And if you want to know why the Galaxy S24 Ultra is better than the S25 Ultra, then check out this video. And if you enjoyed this video, then like, share and subscribe, and maybe watch another video so the algorithm knows you really enjoyed my video.